Well, how do there, chums? 'Tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, I'm just going to be diving in and taking a quick look at some of the things that have been happening over the course of today on the old Tinterwebs. Let's get some Winamp on, shall we? So let's got some music in the background. Be quite nice. Let's bring on up the Tinterwebs and I can show you what's been going on. So, as you know, Sean Murray put out this like emoji the other day. What he's done today, though, is he's actually put out the GIB. Now, the GIB, a lot of people associate that with a big update, including myself. You know, the likes of Next had one, Origins had one, the latest update, Worlds Part 1 had one. But funny enough, so too did the Aquarius update. Not 100% sure why the Aquarius update got one, people inside the Viewerverse, but it did. Oh, we just got a new member. Well, welcome. Salutamundo there. Lovely jubbly. Thank you for joining. That's awesome. Thank you, Alan R. So, if Aquarius got one, it then makes me think, well, Aquarius wasn't huge by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, the only thing I can think of is perhaps Sean was thinking, well, we've just put in all the water mechanics. What can we do to add to that? And maybe it was an addition to Worlds Part 1. Maybe they wanted to put Aquarius in there, but it wasn't quite ready, and they were hoping to put an expedition with it or something. So they've done it separate, but it's still related. It's the only way I can make sense of it, people. I mean, sound off in the comments, let us know. But at the same time, it's a bit of an oddity. Bit of an oddity, because down here I've even put GIB equals big normally, Cowboy equals expedition, emoji on its own, named update, not big. I would guess that means it's going to be Echo size type big, and perhaps ARG Part 4. Void Mother Law, missions, purple systems, maybe see this video, and I did a video earlier on what I was thinking, and then this dropped and that threw me for a 6. I'm like, well, could it be Worlds Part 2? But then I was thinking, well, Aquarius had something like this. There you go, look. So Aquarius had it. There you go. That's the Aquarius version right there. So who freaking knows, people? You know, this has just really thrown a spanner into the works, hasn't it? Well, the GIB for Aquarius kind of throws the spanner in the works in roundabout ways, unless you see it tied to being as part of Worlds Part 1. Which is the only way I can make sense of it at the moment, people. Anyway, let's go and have a look, see if the sales are on PSN Store. Let's do a refresh. It's still 39.99 pence. No, the sales are not on PlayStation either yet, peeps. But we have seen it where PlayStation has updated the day that the update came out in the past. And the same with Nintendo Switch. In fact, sometimes we've seen the sale happen after it's gone live on other platforms with Nintendo Switch. So there's that. Now, you can see here, I haven't refreshed this yet. Well, you would be able to see it if I was off the screen. Here you go, let's move over here a little bit. So look, you see it says yesterday. Watch when I hit refresh. Pow! It's only just been updated 47 minutes ago. I was downstairs having myself a cup of tea. Yes, I'm an English guy. I love my tea. Yes, I do. I've even got my own brew. The 07 Captain's Brew. But yeah, anyway. That happened while I was having my cup of tea. I saw that Bomber Boy put it out there. Talking about that Bomber Boy, here you go. I've got a tab just for him. Here we go. So yeah, it looks at yet another internal branch update 17 minutes ago. There we go. Boom, it's there. But look what else he posted. So somebody was asking about, do you think this will come with another expedition? And that Bomber Boy said server-side information suggests an expedition will drop tomorrow at 1 PM GMTs. That's pretty darn freaking interesting, isn't it, people inside the Viewerverse? I'd say. Well, how do there, Grey Wolf? Right, I'm just going to log into my PlayStation. I'm going to just log into my PlayStation. And yeah, I'm going to be... yeah, let's just bring that up for a second. Let's take the laptop off the screen for a sec. Here we go. Boom! We're into the old PlayStation. Boom! And I'm just going to get my save in a decent spot. I'm going to give away some cursed items firstly, but I'm just going to back up my save. There's no update yet. Brilliant. Back up my save. When was the last time I backed up my save? We're going to upload. It looks like 21st of the 10th. All right. It done that automatically. That wasn't me that initiated that. Sweet. Now, there are ways of backing up saves on other platforms, other consoles. Take a little bit of a research, have a little bit of a gander on how you can go about doing that. But if you haven't got PlayStation Plus, I don't think you can use USB. I think there are some convoluted ways of using USB to do it, but it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Not like it used to be anyway. Let's jump on over into game, and we're going to look see if we can find any new players inside of the old spatial anomaly. And I'm going to give out some of my cursed items, and I'm also going to show you guys in a Viewerverse how to find some cursed items, and then I'm going to get my save point to somewhere safe in the universe where I don't think I'm going to be hit up with any sort of issues on the save. I mean, this is my legacy save, got 1,400 hours in it or something. I don't want it to get corrupted. Heck no, I don't. Okay, so who have we got here? We've got Barbara Blaze. Hello there, Barbara Blaze. If you haven't checked out Barbara Blaze is freaking awesome. Heck yes, she is. Yeah, I really like Barbara Blaze. She's got a lovely channel. Go check her out. She's got a lovely way about her. And she does the odd base tours, things like that. If you like my channel, I think you'll like Barbara's channel. Check her out. Johnny B. Hello there, Johnny B in Minnesota. Well, hell do. Grey Wolf. Are the space stations getting spooky makeover? They seem to have mist rising from the floor right now. Do they really? Okay, well, that's interesting. I don't think so. Let's just move that little stool over there and let's see if that makes my green screen any better. Because I think it's casting a shadow on it or something. It's got a bit squiffy, hasn't it? I did have to move all my cameras around today. I've been doing something a bit, unusual. But yeah, that's kind of happened, hasn't it? What about if I... Oh, it's not that camera. It's that one up there, is it? Yeah, that's the one that I was moving around earlier. That's a bit better. Okay, anyway, let's go back into game. Here we are. In game. Boom. You won't see it in this mode so much. I'll have to fix that. Oh, now I've squished my camera a bit. Righto. Anyway, let's head on up then, because I've got these cursed items inside of my exosuit. Where are they? So I've got one there, and I'm going to be giving these to some new players that we see inside the spatial anomaly. It states that they're going to get cursed, and it's going to follow them across the galaxy. It's a nice little Halloween treat, and I'll show you where you can get these yourselves to give them out to people. So let's just go to the Nexus and give a few away. Zoom! Here we go. Lovely jubbly. Well, you know what? I could put it on the screen, couldn't I? Come to think of it. Boom. And hopefully that's going to come across. Everything should be magical. Cool, yeah. You know what? Now we've got game sound, I might as well mute the music I've got playing in the background. Jumping out of here. Sweet. Okay, right, let's go find some new players. Now, they could be quite hard to spot if they've got any appearance modifier. But if we just look for people that haven't got any of the custom gear, like this chap maybe, he could be quite... Oh, where's he gone? He legged it. All right, fine. We'll just give them away to whoever's near me then. So I'll give one to that guy. Oh, he can't store it. Let's give it to that one. There we go. Sweet. We gave one away so far. Let's head on over here. Oh, here's one that's just standing about. Here you go, mate. That's for you. Yeah, let's have a look see if we can find any more for any more. Dum 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 dum. Happy chow. And it's inside my starship, isn't it? Oh, don't go away. Don't you leg it. There's one. There we go. Is that cursed? No. There's one. I'm going to give that one to you. Sweet. There's a chappy over here as well. Zoom. I'll give that to you. Okay, I think that's all of the ones that I've got. So I didn't have many. Didn't have a lot. There you go. Some nice little Halloween treats for people. Trick or treat. Haha. Oh, we've got Rich Smith in the house. Hello there, Rich. We've got Old Explorer, Agent Meta. Oh, where am I going? No, I'm going to go this way. And I'll go on over to my planet, and I'll give you the coordinates for it when I get there. I've got a cursed planet. So there we go. Let's jump in here. Your bases. Bum, 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 bum. And where is it? Cursed Fishing Abandoned System. There we are. Rough. So if it is a cursed update, and if something is going to be happening with these curses that go across the universe, then I would like to hope that some of these cursed things might actually do something, you know? So giving them out to people, they might actually become useful. Or they might have something that's more interesting than what they are now. Let's put it that way anyhow, peeps. So we'll see. We'll see if that actually helps at all. Come on! Let's get there. Let's get there quick. Excited for tomorrow, says Rich Smith. Oh, I'm very excited for tomorrow. Heck yes. High-tech gaming. I'd like to see more base parts and a way to get old base parts that come with expeditions, like the flaming barrel, etc. New base parts are always top of my list, says Rich Smith. Yeah, I suppose, base building has become a massive staple of the No Man's Sky community. But for me, I want more reason to come in and explore and do things. You hear that? That's a big freaking worm. I can't see him. He's somewhere around. Oh, there he is. Holy mackerel. That's freaking crazy. It's quite a cool planet, this. It's like an oil planet. It's pretty darn freaking lovely. Anyway, if you want to come here, I'll give you the coordinates. Because this planet has got worms, and it's really weird. And it's also got the cursed dust on this planet, the somnol dust and all that sort of stuffage. There's the coordinates. This is inside of Euclid, so you can hit that one up. Now, what I do in this system to get those cursed objects is you just get in your ship, fly out into space and pulse. Sometimes you have to do a reload before it works, and other times you don't. It's a bit of an oddity. But I've got my freighter inside of this system. If I lock onto that and start pulsing towards it, I should get a containment chamber appear with all different creatures inside of it, like a walker, we've got like a worm. What else is in there? One of those hypnotic eye type creatures that you find under the oceans. You shoot that, and sometimes it gives you cursed objects. Sometimes it gives you freaking magnetized ferrite, though, which is a bit of a shite. But yeah, it's a bit of random numbers, and I was at it, probably for about, 30 minutes, 40 minutes the other day, and that's how I got all those cursed items to give away today. I mean, you could just get yourself one or two and then duplicate the fudge out of them. So, ways and means. We'll head on over here, we get this cursed item, and then what I'm going to do is make sure that I'm in a fairly decent area of space where I don't think the game's going to crash all too much. Now, this is an abandoned system, this one. And it hasn't got many bases there, even though I've put out the coordinates to this. Not many people have come here or built bases. So this could be quite a safe system anyway, to save my game at. And then I've got to fire up my PC version of No Man's Sky and get that somewhere safe. But on my PC, I don't back up the save on my PC. Or I haven't ever done it before. Because basically, I've only got something like, 80 hours on that one, if that. And communication, shoot the heck out of it, and let's see if we get a cursed item. It should appear above my head. There we go, we just got a cursed item. Freaking lovely. Then all I do is pulse over to my capital ship, jump in my ship, out of my ship to create a save, and then fly back again. Now I think if I am going to save in this system, I'm probably best to save inside of the station, being that it's an abandoned station. The only trouble is, could Hello Games tweak these abandoned systems? Yes, they could, couldn't they? So you know what? Rather than stay in an abandoned system, I'm just going to go to a normal system, a neighbouring normal system. Probably not. Oh, okay, could go there, I suppose. It's green, but yeah, it's got life forms. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to save my game here. That's probably the best bet for me, I think. Saving here. There we go. I mean, when it comes to saving in places, I wouldn't save at a complex base. Don't save at a complex base. I wouldn't save inside of the spatial anomaly either. And I probably wouldn't save on a freighter. Don't save on anywhere where it's quite complex to load in, is what I'm thinking, people. Well, that's what I do every major large update. I've had problems in the past when there's been big updates, saving in areas that were quite complex. So lessons learned, I'm just going to save inside of this station right here, where I haven't given the coordinates out, there's no bases, there's nothing that I need to worry about. And something else that I usually do as well is I make sure I've turned off all multiplayer settings. So if I go into here, go into network, I'm just going to turn that off and that off. There we go. Spin that around, jump on out, and that's my PlayStation in a decent save area. I'm just going to make sure it says the right time there. Yeah, lovely jubbly. That's that done. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my PlayStation. Goodbye, PlayStation. And I think I'll be hitting up Steam now and taking a look at the old Steam version of No Man's Sky. Here we go. Ba-ba-da-bum. Play. Yep, non-VR. I'll put away my PlayStation pad and pick up my other PlayStation pad, but this one's black. I've got a black one on my PC and I've got the white one on the the old PlayStation, so I can tell the freaking difference. Sweet. Well, while that's loading in, let's just that's got the Elgato screen at the moment. You can see all this down here. See if I can just adjust the camera a little tiny bit. That's a bit better. Maybe I'm sitting in the wrong place. Man, I wish I didn't have to have moved my camera. It took me ages to get it so it worked well with the green screen. It's all right until I move, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Right. Into game. Load game. Over on this side. I want to be turning that off. Boom. There you go. You can see me loading into here. So now I need to see where I am with this one, don't I, really? Golio. Happy Gib Day, says Plo. Yeah, I mean, it is nice that we've got the Gib, but it does make me a little bit confused now as to what sort of size update we might see. I was pretty much, sort of reserved to the fact that we might be getting something like ARG Part 3. But then when the Gib dropped, I'm like, could it be Worlds Part 2? Yeah, I keep second-guessing myself, people. Second-guessing myself every step of the way today. I tell you, it's been up and down, hasn't it? Being able to get up close to the stars would be great. And Professor Cynical would love it, says High Tech. Could have a system with more than 6 planets. Ooh, what I think is going to happen, from what I'm discerning from that Bomber Boy sort of deep dives and data mining, is the galactic map has got what's known as phantom stars in it. So in between all these stars you're seeing on the screen right now, there's invisible stars. And they're just going to be made uninvisible, and they're going to be made purple. So it could be that we're going to get new star systems appearing. And the actual planets in them, according to what's in the data mining, is that they're all going to be dissonant, which means they're going to have purple crystals all over them. Every biome is going to be dissonant. So we'll have to see. Okay, so at the moment, I'm on my Halloween base tour planet. Now, if you haven't come and put down a base for base tours, if you do want to come here, there you go. There's the coordinates on the screen right there. And I should be able to give you the portal coordinates even bigger on screen, like that. There you go. Boom. There you go. I managed to sort it so it actually freaking works now. But that's in Euclid if you do want to come here. So that's pretty darn sweet. Oh, I just need to turn off the portal code now. There we go. Okay, right. Back in game. Oh, my days. What the fudge? Stop taking photos of everything. Right, here we go. We're going to get out of this system, though, because this system is pretty chock-a-block. Freaking love all the sort of reflections and stuff in this game now, though. It's freaking great, isn't it? Let's fly up. Sweet. Let's jump to a system where there's not much activity. We'll go to a neighbouring one over here. That'll do. Peaceful. Very basic system, this one. Might only be an expedition. Hopefully Worlds Part 2, haha, but keep low expectations for now. Still excited. Max, yeah, very much in the same boat there, buddy. Trying to keep things in the realms of possibility and not letting my excitement run away with me. You mean ARG Part 4? Yes, that's what I meant. Whatever I said, yeah. I think this could be ARG Part 4 sized rather than Worlds Part 2 sized, is what I was thinking. But you never know. Technically, it could be one and the same thing. You know, ARG Part 4 could be Worlds Part 2. It's like, what, Echoes was Part 1, wasn't it? And then we had Singularity, and what was the other one? Was it Fractal? I can't remember what the other two parts were. Well, no, Singularity was 1 and Echoes was 1. I can't remember what the third one was. But Part 4 could be Worlds Part 2, which makes it confusing when you think about it. But here we go. So we're in this system, which is lovely and jubbly. Just jump in my ship, out of my ship, make sure I've definitely made a save. So somebody was saying that there's all steam and smoke coming out. Oh, yeah, look. I think this is light, though, isn't it? I think it's always been like that, though, since we've had these put in. Something that I'm thinking that we need to have some sort of rhyme or reason for is these station cores. I keep doing that. I keep forgetting that it's on the second floor now, because so many years I've just run into the back of the station and hitting up this. You know, we've still got the station overrides. I don't think I've got any on this save. I have on my PlayStation 4, though. That's something that I'd be checking anyhow. But yeah, I think this is a safe place for my PC save. And then all I'm going to do in here, again, is just go into networking. And oh, multiplayer is already off on there. Great. Awesome. That one is in a good place. I've already jumped in and out of my ship, but I'm just going to do it one more time just for the sheer heck of it. But there you go. That's everything then in a safe place. That's all the prep that I'm doing for this. I mean, if you do want to go to that cursed system that I showed you guys earlier and get cursed items to hand out to people, we should get maybe an influx of new people joining in No Man's Sky, I'd imagine, picking this up at a discounted price. So, you know, there's going to be new players inside of the old spatial anomaly that you can give them out to. Oh, there you go. The green screen's looking a little bit better now. That's a bit better. I think what I might need to do is get like an LED light strip or something on my little side table here or something, just so it lights up this green screen a little bit better, so we get rid of this bottom noise, because I think it's being cast by a shadow. So the darker it gets, maybe the worse it's going to go. I don't know. But now I think my camera's a little bit too low. Ah, it's a freaking exact science, that camera. You just move it tiny and it makes a massive difference. I had to use it today for work reasons. I had to tweak it all about. Anyway, welcome there, Dutch66. I'm about to sign off though now. I think we've pretty much got everything there. I happened upon a green-lit station, very dark, and the smoke was very ominous and seemed new to me. Oh, okay, Grey Wolf. I mean, on PlayStation, on my PC, I see it all the time, these volumetric effects inside of here. But yeah, on the PlayStation, not so much. I mean, have you seen the textures on this? The textures are freaking insane. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you're going to see it that well, but for me, that is proper bump mapping. That is so cool. Very detailed, and I love the ceilings inside of these stations. The pulse that runs along it. They pulse in it, like, there you go, zoom, and then zoom all the way down, pow. It's freaking great. Really cool. So, I've done a video earlier, people, if you haven't seen it, where I was talking about purple systems, and I think we're going to see maybe the Atlas stations being rendered in purple sort of Atlas stationy type form is kind of what I'm thinking. Jason Plays doesn't think it'd be an expedition because it would go too long, and Redux end up being late. Okay. Let me just bring back up my laptop screen. One second. Boom. Let's bring back up my laptop screen, because I'll show you something. We're on the laptop screen, aren't we? Yeah, because I'm on my PC version. Right, let's exit out of the game then. Quick to desktop. Yeah. If I just minimize this, if I just go for No Man's Sky Redux. Okay. So in 2023, bang. Yeah, whatever. It started on the 8th of December. The 8th of December. Now, we're not even in November yet. So as long as the expedition starts tomorrow or the day after or whatever, as long as it starts this week, that gives us a whole month to do an expedition. Now, when it did start on December the 8th, previously, it started on, we've done Utopia, it only gave, look, 8 days. I know they do them a little bit quicker, but how many expeditions have taken you more than a week to run? Even Aquarius took me, what, at best, 6 hours. Took me 3, but I'm going to say 6. I'm doubling it. All right? I think a month is plenty of time, is what I'm saying. And we have had expeditions before that have only lasted like 3 to 6 weeks. If it starts this week, that's given us a good 5 weeks till December, the first week of December, isn't it? So I think we could squeeze one more in. We could squeeze in one more. I reckon we could anyway. You know, and then the Singularity, we've got Cartographers, and then Voyagers. And Voyagers ended on the 8th of January. And although it ended on the 8th of January, I don't think we saw another update in 2024 until February. So we went quite some time without anything. There were some Quicksilver items to continue running. But yeah, there we go, people. We've had Reduxes before, and they start in the first week of December. Yeah, expeditions usually run 6 weeks. They do, but they could put in something small. And if they put it in now, I haven't got a calendar on here, have I? No, let's have a look. Let's see if we can get a... I've not used a web calendar before. Calendar. Okay, great. Okay, so if it starts now, I mean, if it starts tomorrow, all right, that's 1 week to the 30th. Usually they've got little up and down arrows up here, haven't they? Yeah. Yeah, okay, there we go. November, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks to the 27th. And then it would end on the 4th. That'll be 6 weeks. There we got a new subscriber, this chap. Hello, welcome, Salutamondo. So it's actually 6 weeks to the 4th of December. So 6 weeks, bang on perfect for an expedition, mate. Frickin' bang on perfect. It's going to be pretty sandwiched back to back, but it could happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I mean, the person that's saying that it's going to happen was the good old that Bomber Boy, wasn't it? I mean, he was the one that mentioned that it might happen. So if I go over here, where was it? That Bomber Boy. Server-side information suggests... Let me just make myself a bit smaller. Server-side information suggests an expedition will drop tomorrow at 1 PM GMT. So you can take a guess. It could be a placeholder. It might not be any more than that. And Hello Games have changed these dates and times up and down all the time. So I don't know whether you can take that as gospel. Take that with a pinch of salt. But I do think it could be possible. I'm not going to rule it out. It's possible, but I think because we've already had 4 this year. If they did add in a 5th one, it would just be to make up for the fact that we only had 3 previous year. We only had 3 last year. So it could happen. I don't know, but I'm really excited for what they are going to be delivering in. And I think because of the way that all the in-game lore has been going with the Void Mother, I think they've got to capitalise on that. We've got this giant man spider creature sitting up inside the Nexus right now. What is it? It's the No Man's Sky construct, isn't it? Now, a lot of people might not even have this inside of their game because you have to build him. But there he is. He's over here. Oh, can you zoom in on that? Oh, what the fudge? I don't like Bing. Yeah, I just want to see that nice and big. Thank you very much. It's a freaking robot at the end of the day. Where is it? I prefer Google image search more. Yeah, that's CAC, isn't it? There we go. There's a slightly bigger picture. This guy over here. We've built that inside the Nexus. At the moment, he doesn't do anything. And I'm wondering whether he's going to give us some sort of missions to run and go pick up echoes for other shells. And maybe we can decrypt those echoes and it gives us technology of the autophage. Or even some organic technology for our living ships. Because I think on both of those places we're running a little bit thin on the ground. Maybe, you know, new staff parts or something, or weaponry. But yeah, I think he's going to get given some sort of use. Because if he isn't given any sort of use, they've added just to the side of him, they've added a teleporter so he can get up there a lot quicker. Why would they put a teleport there to get up to him quicker if he wasn't going to serve more of a purpose? So I think he's going to get given a purpose in this next update, or a Worlds Part 2, or ARG Part 4. Sorry if I got confused with some of those earlier. But there we go, I'll have to watch it back and see what I said or didn't say. Cool. I mean, no multiplayer on how it affects the game. There isn't anything out of these expeditions I need other than there being the redeem a specific flat headpiece from some autophage expedition. To be honest, Hello of the Games have said expeditions have become a very big integral part of how people play No Man's Sky. But I think that's only because that's what's being released and that's the only thing that's keeping us busy. I think there's things that they could do that might keep us busy that do a little bit more. Like what I just mentioned with that autophage. I mean, I think that's a pretty good idea for content, you know? But I would like to see, if Hello Games wasn't doing the expeditions, now that we've got, if we do get one more expedition would take us up to what, 16 expeditions in total? It'd be nice if they gave those expeditions to all the NPCs inside the Nexus, one each. So you can hit them up and ask them to run that expedition anytime you like. But then if they stopped doing expeditions and then focused on adding depth to all 4 of the pillars, you know, explore, trade, survive and combat, then if they focused on all of those and really went to town on all the elements that they've got in game right now, it's like the settlements. The settlements could do with a complete rework. That's just one example. There's loads of examples in there. It's like the derelict freighters. Well, after you've got all the base parts out of them and after you've managed to get all the bulkheads, do you then still run the derelict freighter? I bet you know. But in the last room of the derelict freighter, it's double the height of all the other rooms. Why not add a boss creature in there and give us some other drops, you know? Oh, sweet. Well, there we go. Look, we just got someone called Mooks24 donated. Need to show you my Star Wars base, Steve. Wish they could allow multiple chats for console. Keep up the good work, Steve. Oh, okay. Oh, multiplayer chat. Yeah, multiplayer chat on console. They don't even bring up a virtual keyboard, do they? But you can turn on text-to-speech. If you turn on text-to-speech, anybody in your group, when you start talking, if you've got a mic, it puts it up on the screen so you can see it on the screen. So there is that. You can also put on proximity chat so people can hear you through your mic, I think. I think that's still something you can do. But yeah, thank you very much for the 5 quids. That's very much appreciated. Very much appreciated indeed. Yeah, I would like to see them revisit all the elements inside a game and add a lot more depth to each of those elements inside a game. Derelict freighters is one, settlements is another. There's plenty of others too. I would like to see a rework into a lot of the multiplayer missions that we run from the actual from the Quicksilver sort of, you know, cube, the Nexus cube inside of the spatial anomaly. Because some of those, like Rescue Stranded Lifeform, if you're running it with friends, the first person that finds that little decryptor device, it basically turns it into a solo mission. They're the only person that can interact with stuff and carry it forwards and go and speak to the traveller. The rest of the guys are just there as eye candy, just shooting sentinels. They need to rework it so there's more multiplayer aspects to some of these missions. And there's just lots of little things like that now. I think because Hello Games have been putting update after update after update, there's lots of little elements that aren't quite finished. It's like if you go speak to your freighter commander right now on your freighter, you can actually buy a singularity drive for your freighter, but it doesn't actually do anything. Well, actually, you can't buy it. It's there, it's greyed out, but you can't actually get the blueprint to install it. The only way you can do it is to run the Expedition Polestar to get it. It's a right pain. Okay, right, I've just refreshed this 1 hour ago. Internal branch was updated. Let's give it a refresh on the Nintendo Switch page. Let's see if that's... Nope, still £59.99. Direct download. Let's check out the old PlayStation one then. 39.99s. No. If you click View All down here, let me just click that for a second. If I click View All, you can see here it says PS5 Pro Enhanced. Now, the PlayStation 5 Pro comes out on, what, the 7th of November, isn't it? A lot of these sales that are happening on Steam and on Xbox end before that. The Xbox is only running for 6 days, and Steam only runs up to the 4th of November. So, I don't know what happens with the PlayStation 5 Pro Enhanced version. I don't know whether you get that for free, or whether you've got to pay a little bit to upgrade to it. I have no idea. If you are lucky enough to get yourself a PlayStation 5 Pro Enhanced, on my community tab, just find my latest one on there and put a little comment. Say, yes, I've got it on PlayStation 5 Pro and it cost me zero pence. Or it's cost me 10 quid. You know, let me know. Let me know if you had to pay for it. I'll be surprised if you do. Because, you know, when it went over to PlayStation VR and PlayStation VR 2, there was no sort of actual additional cost. When it went from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, no additional cost. Hello Games are very good. They're very good when it comes to not charging folk for stuff. But no, there we go. I just think it's a bit weird that the sale doesn't go past the 11th for PlayStation. But the sale hasn't started for PlayStation yet. We'll have to see what date they put on the PlayStation one. I've got a feeling it's going to be slightly longer. But anyway, we've got the Gib. We've got the Gib. And last time, for Worlds Part 1, 100% deserves the Gib. Aquarius shouldn't have got the Gib. I mean, the only thing that's a little bit different is you got like an extra little emoji over there. On this one, it didn't have the extra emoji over there. Did he put the extra emoji on or not in this other one? Let's have a quick look, see. Let's click on over. Not that it's massively... No, look, he hasn't put it there either. Does that mean anything? Oh my God, Sean, why are you so blanking cryptic? I like... Don't get me wrong. I do love all this cryptic stuff and trying to guess and doing speculation videos. Speculation videos are one of my favouriteest things about No Man's Sky. Has to be said. So, you know, I do a lot of speculation videos. I thoroughly enjoy this time. But at the same time, it does have me going bonkers thinking, well, what about if this? What about if that? Mental. There we go, people. That's pretty much everything. Closing down all these tabs. Oh, I've got a message over there. Coolio. I'll have to read that. Anyway, people, goodbye, and goodbye again.